Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel I just share some of the thoughts, ideas that I've been thinking about, some of the things that have been happening in my life. In today's video I want to talk about my day. Obviously that's what I've been doing over the past few videos, mostly talking about my day and some of the ideas that I've thought about, some of the things that you know, have been coming to my mind. But basically, today I think it was a good day because basically I woke up like pretty late, but it was good because I needed to catch up on some sleep. So that was a good thing. And then I just worked, like studied some machine learning. I was doing this online, like about deep learning. I just wanted to refresh my ideas and like just go back to the basics in the topic and basically start fresh again to just build up on that knowledge again because I feel like I've lost it a bit. So that's been super fun. And then basically like just the usual stuff. What did I do? I just basically, so I studied and then I made some food. Obviously, I have to feed myself. And then I just went to the gym, which was nice. I also like in the afternoon I watched some YouTube stuff on my phone. I'm doing this thing where I've decided to stop watching anything on my laptop, just to make it like to have a bit more friction, like basically to decrease the act of watching like Netflix and YouTube and stuff. So I'm just shifting that to being on my phone so that it's less nice to watch, and basically just using my computer to study and like learn and research and do YouTube stuff. Uh, so yeah, basically I just watched a bit of YouTube on my phone, which was good, um, in the afternoon, and then like I went out for to go to the gym to do my daily rowing session, which was fun and mostly actually arranged for classes. Tomorrow I'm gonna be teaching like 3 hours of classes to 3 different students. But yeah, that's one thing. I also actually did one thing today, is that on my listing for like teaching classes on the Superprof website, I decided to increase my rates. It feels a bit uncomfortable to do, but yeah, like I mean, I'm increasing my rates mostly like not because I want to make more money, but because I want to basically like basically right now I have way too many students, and it's like as I get more students it probably won't be as sustainable to have all of these students, so I'm mostly raising my rates for that reason, but also because basically I'm trying to push my comfort levels with raising my prices. I mean, I mean, in terms of percentage, it's not a small raise, but also like my rate was like super low on purpose, just so that because I wanted to get more students and because I wanted to teach more. So yeah, I guess in this sense, like raising my prices. I mean, just as an experiment, maybe I will decrease them back just a bit. But I think it was time for me to raise my prices a bit. Like, honestly, I don't really care too much about the revenue that it's bringing because it's like minimal. It's like pocket money for in that sense. And yeah, it's like I have a full-time job, so that money just goes into my savings account. Um, but basically I just use it like actually most of it probably will go to paying taxes at the end of the year, so that will be probably something to expect. But yeah, um I don't know what did I want to talk about. that, what did I do? Yeah, so basically I just went for a nice walk in the afternoon after my rowing session. And basically I just was listening to a few podcasts. I listened to, I think I finished listening to a podcast episode by Simon Sinek with this poet who wrote a book about love that I had started yesterday. So I started the podcast episode yesterday, not the book. I also listened to like Danko, like one of the podcast episodes from Danko. I really like his stuff. It's really densely packed. So actually, I just thought about something. So I just wanted to see when his book, The Art of Focus, is coming out. So I'm checking on Audible because my filter for books is just Audible because I I don't like reading without an audiobook because my speed of reading is much slower. So I guess I'm just filtering so far my books just to make sure that they're on Audible and I can like listen to them at 2x speed. That's been helpful. And also, yeah, I listened to that. I also listened to the podcast episode on Ali Abdal's podcast, which with Dr. Julie Smith. So I think she wrote this book, Why Has No One Told Me This Before, or something like this. Some combination of those words. And it was an insightful book, an insightful podcast. I haven't read the book yet, but I added it to my to read list. I had a nice chat with my kid sister on the phone. So my parents and my older sister were going to a wedding, and so they left my kid sister alone at home. And so I just called her to check in on her, and it was nice just to chit chat with her because I think she's on holiday right now. Like I think today is it's a Saturday, but basically it's the first day of her holiday. So she was pretty happy about that. What else? What else did I do today? Other than that, what did I do? I was just editing some of these videos, and honestly, I'm pretty proud of like the outcome. I really like. It's like super helpful to see my previous self and the way that I was thinking and um, the way that I was like just the things that I was talking about. So I think right now I'm at the stage where I'm editing stuff. So we're in October, and the video that I was editing was in April. So so it's like 10 minus 4 plus 1, so that was 7 months ago. So it's pretty good to see, just um, like the progress that I've made over time and just how my mindset has shifted and how like I was dealing with different situations at different moments of my life. So that's definitely super valuable, and it's like just fun to watch it. Like it makes me smile just to listen to myself, my previous self talk. And I realized that okay, actually, what she's saying is not complete nonsense. So that's kind of reassuring because most of the time when I'm speaking like this, I just feel like I'm blurting out nonsense, and that she like, especially like not when it comes to me, but basically when I'm talking to people around me. I don't know if they're like when I'm speaking with them. I really am like to some extent insecure about this because I'm really thinking, like, especially if they're a bit more senior than me and I really respect them. I just feel like maybe I'm blurting out nonsense, and it's reassuring to hear the kinds of like thoughts that I have to share. Just maybe it's reassuring to know that I'm not saying absolute nonsense. Like, I mean, obviously, there's surely times where I would be saying nonsense because that's just part of life. But I'm feeling, I guess, less insecure about sharing my ideas and like talking to other people and like not feeling like feeling like, because sometimes, you know, because I think a lot and I read a lot and I try to communicate my ideas a lot. Sometimes I feel like maybe I'm being too egotistical and too self-centered, and I'm really trying to not be. That's why I have this channel. It's just so that I can be self-centered here and not be self-centered with the people in my life, and I can just actually listen to them. So it's generally like a conscious effort that I'm trying to make to be a better listener and not just do the talking, but sometimes I find myself just talking and talking and talking, and I'm like, after that I feel terrible, like, oh my god, I just spent 2 hours talking. I probably have bothered this person and all of that stuff. But yeah, it just like feels good to have like a third person perspective of like how I talk, because when I'm talking, I don't like, I only see things from the perspective of the person that's talking, so I'm not able to see listen to myself talk. I just talk, I guess. And sometimes I get insecure about that. So maybe I guess it's just giving me a bit more confidence and like peace that maybe I'm not as bad as I think I am, and that's a bit reassuring. But yeah, like overall, a pretty good day. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I mean, just like in the evening, I read like about 1 hour, like 1 hour of listening to the Benjamin Hardy and Dan Sullivan's book 10x is easier than 2x, which is a super good book, and I loved this idea from Dan Sullivan about allowing, how did he call it? Allowing yourself to want, or basically wanting. There's a weird way that, like, not weird, but a way that it resonates really well. And it's, wait, I'm not able to see which part I highlighted or not with this orange glasses. The wanting, yeah, yes, wanting. Let's check this. Ah, yes, wanting what you want. That's what I'm. There's this concept that Dan Sullivan has developed, and he has written a small book about it, which is this concept of wanting what you want. And this is something that I've been struggling with a lot because I mean, I've talked about it, I don't know, a few days back on this channel, where basically, I don't know, what's within, like, what's reasonable to want, or like, is it okay to want to date a celebrity? Like, does that fall within the realm of things that you can want? I'm really not sure. And you know, it's like kind of a sensitive topic. Like, you cannot force someone else to like you. The only thing that you can do is like be the best version of yourself, and like be like the version of yourself that you want to become, like become that version, and basically help them, or basically be in a position that you can help them become the best version of themselves, or at least the version of themselves that they want to become. And actually, you can't force love, but you can just, you know, put the, I don't know how you say it, I guess, put yourself in the best situation where you're proud of the person that you've become, and just from that, basically being like having this alignment between the person that that you're becoming and the person that you want to become. I think it draws in people. It's something that's attractive. It's a trait that's attractive. So that's a trait I'm trying to develop. And like it's all about, you know, doing the work on yourself, because in the end, I know that we're all human, and even this celebrity, they're human. So like that's what's in my deepest of hearts. I'm thinking, but the truth is, like, over the past few days since I've talked about this on this channel, I've decided that I don't want to think about this person, and I don't want to like overthink about this, and like just basically continue living my life, having my inputs work on the things that are important to me, and that's it, and just stop thinking about this. But it's like it's not something that I can help. But you know, I'm trying to bring myself back whenever I divert. It's like meditation, where basically like your brain takes you in so many places, and basically the most important thing is just to notice it and keep bringing yourself back to whatever the object of like what's the object of whichever object of attention that you want your mind to be on. So your breath, you know, the environment around you, all of this stuff. So uh, it's been challenging in that sense, but also like this idea like of wanting what you want. uh, I think there is like some sweet spot that I need to find. Like obviously, when it comes to career growth and work, and I don't know, wanting to change the world and like ambition and all of that stuff, I think it's completely okay for me to want things. But is it reasonable for me to want, I don't know, to want to be with someone who does not even know that I exist? That's maybe going too far in that idea. So especially it's like it's okay to want things that you know you have control over, but this specific thing, I know that I don't have any control over whether I can meet this person. I mean, yeah, like, yeah, I don't. Or whether this person will like me, or all of this stuff. So, like, is it reasonable to to want it? I'm really not sure. Or is it even healthy? Like, for example, for me to know all about them and to want to meet them and to do all of this stuff, whereas they know strictly nothing about me. There is this asymmetry that's not fair to them because I know so much more about them than they do about me. But I guess I'm trying to combat that with these videos, basically, like trying to put so much of myself out there that maybe there won't be such an asymmetry in terms of knowledge, but it's still unfair to them because it's coming from me. Like it's one-sided, and it's like I guess probably from the fact that they're a celebrity and all that stuff, like they have so many people wanting things from them that I don't want to be one extra person who wants things from them, even though I do. Like, I mean, I want them. I don't want things from them. I want to uh, be their partner, but I don't want things from them. I want to help them because I believe like that we would like get along. But still, this is just like a hard topic to talk about. But it's a bit of a weird topic to talk about because it's a bit, I don't know, embarrassing to talk about this. I mean, I guess it's better to like take it out of my mind than just let this be in there because it is something that I'm thinking about. So I would rather, you know, take out my thoughts and examine them because my thoughts are not exactly the truth and I am different from my thoughts. And so I'm just trying to take them like and look at them from a third person perspective instead of just keeping them in this head of mine. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I'm just trying to be reasonable about it. But again, when it comes to 10x, like 10x is easier than 2x. Sometimes it's okay to not be unreasonable. my main concern is it okay to be unreasonable in this field, which plays by different rules than other fields of life that pertain to ambition and basically, I don't know, career success and all of that stuff. Because it's not the same thing. Like, love and stuff is not the same thing as success and making money and like all of these things. So it's not exactly fair to want to have the same approach towards those two things. Hence my discomfort with thinking about things from this perspective for this specific area of my life. I don't know if I'm making sense. I think I'm just rambling at this point. But yeah, that's all I've been thinking about. Thanks a lot for tuning in. You can click here to watch my previous video on this channel, here to watch my latest video on the channel, and yeah, I knew that this was gonna turn off. You can click here to watch my previous video on this channel, and here to watch my latest video on the channel overall. So thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you have a fantastic rest of day, night, whichever time of day it is where you are right now. Bye for now, and I'm gonna go to sleep, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye!